Do you know about the 13 families which control the world? They have a hold on almost every aspect of life, including politics, business, and entertainment. No ruler could escape the dominance of these groups, which spans from Europe to China. They are called the Illuminati. Yes, the same powerful Illuminati families we've heard about in the movie Lucifer. There are 13 dominant bloodlines of the Illuminati, which are gigantic families that basically have the world's government and big businesses under their thumbs. Hold your nerves, because in this video, we'll be providing you with the information you barely know. But before we talk about it, if you're new to our channel, welcome to 1%. Here, we will be giving you only facts and interesting stories, so if you want more of that, leave us a like and subscribe to the channel. Now without further ado, let's get into it. Who and what kind of families are allied with the top 13 Illuminati bloodlines? The Illuminati seeks to capture the occult power of powerful occult bloodlines around the world. They have intermarried with American Indians to gain the spiritual power resident within the leading spiritual American Indians. Various Indian reservations are used for Illuminati rituals. They have been doing this type of things for thousands of years. Who are the 13 Illuminati bloodlines? On number 13, the Rockefeller Bloodline. As a result of two Rothschild angels, the Rockefeller family was able to rise to prominence. A large subsidy was placed on Rockefeller's oil transportation. Since 1896, the Rothschilds have owned 96% of America's railway, according to the American Trade Register. They made it possible to transport oil on rail. When John D. Rockefeller wanted to expand, he received the financial support he needed to do so from the Rothschild through the National City Bank of Cleveland. In exchange, the Rockefellers had to transport their oil via the Rothschild Railway. The Rockefellers received a bonus for transporting oil by train as a result of an illegal agreement. As a result of this agreement, nobody could compete with Rothschild in transporting Rockefeller oil. This was all arranged by Jacob Schiff of the company Kuhn and Loeb, the brain behind the foundation of the Rockefeller Imperium. On number 12, the Rothschild Bloodline. Since the inception of the global elite, the Rothschild family has been intimately involved with it. The Rothschilds and their associates represent the very definition of the global elite. The earliest Rothschild is known to have lived in early 16th century by the name of Uri Fabish. Moses Boyer, who lived in the early 18th century, was his great-great-great-grandson. A well-known ancestor of this banking family was Mayor Amschel Boyer and asset manager in Frankfurt am Main. Among other things, he represented the money and assets of sovereign Wilhelm von Hessen. Due to his handling of the conveyance of the capital that belonged to this sovereign during the French Revolution, he became very wealthy. The Rothschilds became coalition bankers. A key to their success was the ability to conduct fictitious money transactions at a time when money transportation was fraught with danger. On number 11, the Merovingian Bloodline. This bloodline is harder to track because it weaves in and out of the other 12 bloodlines. There are many surnames which are part of this bloodline, including the Smith family. However, I can give you a very prominent one, the Sinclair family. We know that Satan is the father of all lies, and child told the religion's leaden who went out to destroy him that they were from the seed of Satan. On number 10, the Van Duyn Bloodline. It seems that the Dutch have a strong connection with the Illuminati, and the Van Duyn family might be a key to understanding it. As in the Dutch West India Company's colony of New Netherlands, the Van Duyn family was one of the first Dutch families. While Van Duyn lived, he attended the Unitarian Church, which has been long associated with Wicca. He also affiliated with liberal Presbyterians. In 1933, he founded the Planned Parenthood Center of Syracuse, New York. The aim of this foundation is to promote sterilization, abortion, and sexual promiscuity. On number 9, the Russell Bloodline. Charles Taze Russell, the man who started the Jehovah's Witnesses Watchtower Society, was secretly an important Satanist. As with all occult organizations, a veil of secrecy is maintained by requiring initiatives to take secrecy oath on penalty of death. As in witchcraft, Masonry repeatedly demands secrecy oath at every new level. Charles T. Russell began participating in this secrecy when he took the Entered Apprentice First Masonic degree, oath on penalty of mayhem and violent death. On number 8, the Onassis Bloodline. Aristotle Onassis died in 1975. His son and heir to the throne died in 1973. One whistleblower on the Illuminati was Dennis Brunel, a grandmaster of an O2O lodge who became disillusioned with the O2O's Illuminati's program. Some of his information touches on the Onassis family. Onassis family is limited in terms of their satanic activities with the Illuminati. On number 7, we have the Li Bloodline. The Li family in Hong Kong is a part of a satanic hierarchy and works hand in glove with British and American elite. They also help run the triads. The Rothschild and the Rockefeller families have a very high respect for the Chinese and Japanese people in relation to some of other people in the world. This is one reason why China and Japan are being given the chance to be important players in the New World Order. The powerful Li family in Hong Kong is part of the Illuminati. Li Jinyan is form of the occult Yu family, who are proud that they are the leading Oriental satanic family. President Li, a drug lord, was the finance minister of Red China. Their history of extortions and threats are very secret. The whole trading economy of Hong Kong was under their power. On number 6, we have the Kennedy Bloodline. As might be expected of any good Illuminati family, the Kennedy are connected to drugs, to the Monarch program, to death euthanasia programs, to the British monarchy, and to the various organized crime groups and mafias. One aspect is the connection of the Illuminati's Kennedys to the drug trade, and another is their connection to death care and the Knights of Malta. Kennedy family members has many marriages to other Illuminati families. Jackie Bouvier Kennedy Onassis is married to John F. Kennedy. John F. Kennedy was the president who was targeted by the Illuminati because he seems like a good puppet. There are many levels of meetings in the Illuminati, and the planning of the assassination of Kennedy was probably done at the highest level. On number 5, the Freeman Bloodline. Stephen M. Freeman runs the Legal Affairs Department of the Civil Rights Division of an Anti-Defamation League, which is a daughter of the Benai birth. The ADL is a dangerous organization controlled by the hierarchy. The Illuminati drug money to fund this organization. Another Freeman is Walter Freeman, who introduced the lobotomy into the US with James W. Watts in 1936. The frontal lobotomy was a brutal method of mind control that has been permitted to be done on us under the disguise that it is of benefit to humanity. Then there was Simon Freeman, an important intelligence officer, and the list goes on of the people that are in key places with the Freeman name. But the most important position of all, which removes all doubt that the family is at the top, is that the late Grand Master of the Purer de Sion was Gaylord Freeman. On number 4, the DuPont Bloodline. An American family of French descent that made its fortune in explosive powders and textiles before diversifying into other areas of manufacturing. Pierre Samuel DuPont, who was born in Paris, was one of the main writers of the Psychiatric School of Economics during the 20th century. The DuPonts are a dynasty of kings. They have been called kings, and rightly so, even if people have been unaware that they are a dynasty of Illuminati kings. The family has always had a head of the family. The DuPont family controls the press and is extremely sensitive to negative publicity as they manufacture explosive powders. DuPont was part of inner satanic hierarchy, who was associated with the inner circles of several occult-based revolutionary groups during Pierre Dupont's time in France. On number 3, the Collins Bloodline. This is one of the more secretive families of the Illuminati bloodline. Little is known about their genealogy or history, but it's suspected that they wield enormous power within the cabal, with extensive connections to New England Satanists, meaning they are key to the cabal's satanic rituals and worship. The Collins family has close ties to the Rothschild and other prominent families. Joanne Collins, a Jewish Hollywood actress from England, has been associated with a long list of key Illuminati men. The Freemans in the United States work with the Illuminati family of Collins. The Collins family has worked closely with German Illuminism and the Theosophical Society. The membership is extremely exclusive to join this Society of Illuminism. On number 2, the Bundy Bloodline. In the 1980s, one of the most famous criminals was a serial killer named Ted Theodore R. Bundy. It is not publicly known why he killed so many innocent victims. Ted Bundy told his girlfriend Elizabeth Kendall that the force caused him to kill. Bundy's confession to her was given after his final arrest in Florida. There are many unknown things about Ted Bundy, such as his crimes, his satanic activities, and occult connotations to murders would be kept very secret by the police, the newspaper, and his family. The Bundy family, which is a powerful elite family, has controlled most of the information that was fed to Presidents Kennedy and Johnson during their administrations. McGeorge Bundy, a member of the Skull Bones Society, was promoted rapidly throughout the army. He was made captain within a year of joining and was planning the logistics and other details of the invasion of Sicily and the Normandy invasions. This family has the most members in the Skull Bones Society and in different Illuminati groups. That's why the Bundy bloodline is known as the powerful Illuminati bloodline family. On number 1, we have the Astor Bloodline. The Astor family was a wealthy American family whose fortune was based on real estate investments in New York City. John Jacob Astor founded the family fortune. William Backhouse Astor, who inherited the majority of the estate, continues his father's program of investing in Manhattan real estate. Stung by accusations that he was a slum landlord, he attempted to renovate some older tenements owned by Astors. At the same time, he more than doubled the family's fortune, leaving a estate valued at nearly $50 million. The Astor have been prominent in the group, which is Britain's equivalent to the Skull Bones Society. The Astor family is connected to the full spectrum of Illuminati activities, from Freemasonry to the Illuminati itself, the Pilgrim Society, the Round Tables, Communism, and Fabian Socialism. That's it for the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe, and turn that notification bell on. And share your thoughts about this video. Tell us in the comment section about your favorite topics related to dark web and Illuminati groups. We'll be looking forward to make a video on it. In the meantime, you can check out previous video. Until then, stay safe.